Hey YouTube family, how you guys doing? Happy New Year to everybody. Today is January 1st. Hope everybody had a great one and wish you all the best for the new year. So, Cerberus in Greek mythology is a three-headed dog. Here in Canada, it's also a flying V guitar by WESTCREEK, and I have two of them. Let's check them out. Here they are, the twin Cerberuses. These things look cool, man. They are not my style of guitar whatsoever. I am a tele guy, but I've never had, held, or played a flying V. So this is really cool. These guitars are returns from Amazon, and WESTCREEK asked if I was interested in purchasing them at a discount. And I thought, well, great time to see what these are all about and to inform you guys and possibly get more experience under my belt. My plan was to compare them one to another to see how close the quality control is from one to another. This one, just looking quickly, I have no idea why it was returned. This one, I can tell you why, and that's why I put in the title, WESTCREEK Cerberus twins, one good, one messed up. Someone bought this one thinking, hey, I'm going to buy this and make it into a left-handed guitar. And that was clearly above their pay grade, because they took on something that they couldn't complete and then decided, you know what, I'm going to return this thing. So first thing they did was they took the strap button off. See the hole there? They took the strap button off from where it was and put it on the other side. So now there's a hole there. They probably didn't put it tight because at some point they dropped it and they chipped the end of the guitar. Nothing major, but just, man, some people's kids. Everything else here looks okay. But when they flip the strings around, right, they put the big E on the bottom of the guitar and the small E on the top because they wanted a left-handed guitar. They did not change the nut. Therefore, the big E was kinked. See how the nut is all loose and it's got a crack in the back of it? So the large E string was jammed into this small little slot on the nut and then was kinked towards the right to this first tuner down here. And the pressure from that large string doing that unglued and cracked the nut and pushed it like off to the side. So when I opened up the box, the strings were like all the way over here and the nut was hanging off of the guitar like this, just from the sheer pressure of, that big E and probably the A string tension being kinked in those small grooves. And you can't just take this nut and turn it around because it's got a taper to it. See? Like a typical Gibson nut. It's flat on one side and it's got a taper on the other. So this person just thought, oh, what could happen? I'll just, flip my strings around and have a left-handed guitar. Well, they totally messed it up. And I don't know what they did. They must have played it for a while because they got a bunch of scratches on these frets. So yeah, this guitar is messed up, but it's not WESTCREEK's fault and it's not the guitar's fault. Now listen, I'm all for, modding guitars and switching stuff around and trial and error and learning in the process and realizing what works for you and what doesn't work. That's the whole game, man. That's great. But you know what? Don't buy a guitar from Amazon, switch it all around, make mods to it, and then send it back because it's not good. That's not cool. If you're going to do that, keep it and then sell it locally, explaining in your ad what was done to it, and you take the loss, not someone else who's going to end up with your mess, right? Anyway, we're going to fix this thing and we're going to make it work. I just don't know what else is wrong with it. However, this one, there's strings on it. They're oriented the right way. No extra holes for the strap button. So you know what? We're just going to take this one out, put it on the bench, have a look at the fit and finish, and plug it in and play it and see what it's like, because I am super curious. All right, let's take a closer look at this thing. So the paint is highly metallic, really nice, kind of a burst black look. Nicely done. Kind of a contoured edge here, so it's not a big like square edge. It's got a nice kind of tapered corner right to the point and back. Input jack is on the lower horn. Probably volume, tone, three-way switch. Nothing wrong with this. No dings, dents, or anything. Pickups look good. A little bit of tilt to them. That's typical humbuckers do that. They probably just have that piece of foam underneath. Bridge, very similar to what was on my Helios. Inlays are super nice. Very well done. They look like some kind of a pearloid. They're not just plain white. Fretwork. Nice rounded front ends. They seem to be all even with the fretboard. Not seeing any major issues there. Probably need to be polished. Strings look decent. 0 fret sprout, like none. But I can feel the ends of the frets on every fret, top and bottom. So which tells me there are no short ones or no long ones. These are all good. The nut looks pretty good. The strings are a little deep in the nut. The angle is kind of incorrect because of how the strings kind of come out of the nut and then all of a sudden, take a left turn there. The DGB strings are pretty straight. And the last one is kind of takes a right turn to the post. Headstock looks nice. Gotta get out of the light again. WESTCREEK. That WESTCREEK logo has a lot of detail on it. It's got some light spots and some darker spots. Like, the tips of the letters are light and then the rest of the letters dark, and then you get some dark and light shades mixed into their logo. It's good. It's really nice. And then they have the typical WESTCREEK divot. Kind of like, how the Helios has the little divot up top. So they kind of maintain that on this one over here. So that's kind of cool. All right, let's flip this thing over and have a look. All right, so non-locking tuners. These are the typical WESTCREEK tuners. Same ones that come on the Helios, just that these are black. They feel really good. WESTCREEK serial number. Very nicely done metallic paint. No issues with the neck. Look at that. Look at that heel joint. How cool that is. Man, that's slick. Very well done. There's that black burst again on the back side. I don't know why anybody would return this. I mean, you're not going to get any better in an Epiphone Flying V, that's for sure. This thing is super nice. Holy moly, I'm impressed. Maybe it's a weight thing? I'll get you some specs. Let's peek in the cavity first. Awesome. Full-size pots. A real Gibson style toggle switch. Clean wiring. And it looks like shielding paint in there. But let's check if that's shielding paint, and we'll check the output of the pickups and the weight of the guitar. Let's check to see if we have any continuity in here. And we do. Look at that meter. It's going crazy. On the walls. End to end of cavity. Look at that. Good job, WESTCREEK. We have the Cerberus plugged in. We got on the bridge pickup, full tone, full volume. And we get 13.27. On the neck we have 9.31. And in the middle, 5.54. Let's get you guys a weight. All right, on my small bathroom scale here, it's saying that I weigh 167.8 pounds. Cerberus in hand, we get 174.4. So that makes 6.6 pounds. This thing's pretty light. Let's see what it sounds like. All right, so if you play guitar sitting down, this is probably not the guitar for you, right? But you can buy the little flip legs. You just screw that in here, and the leg comes out, and it makes like a kind of an A-frame with the body, and it just sits on your leg, just like this. That would be awesome. So I'm just going to put a guitar strap. I want to see how it balances anyway. How this works. Now my strap is set for telly. So obviously I'll probably have to adjust this because... Does this go underneath, I wonder, or over top? Oh. Oh, very cool. So this guitar balances great. No issues whatsoever. No neck dive. Stays solid. I have the strap on the back. I don't know if that's how you do it, if you go over top. But anyway, the guitar is not leaning forward at all. It's staying pushed up against me, right where I have it. It's awesome. So, acoustically, with whatever crappy strings these have, sounds like this. Wow, it rings out kind of nice. All right, let's get some sound. Here is clean bridge pickup. So clearly, I'm not a player for this kind of guitar. Neck pickup. Wow, that's pretty cool actually. That's nice and crisp. Nothing wrong with this. Playability wise, action is good, neck looks really straight, middle position. Oh, cool. Very bright pickups. I find the pickups in my Helios, which I would assume are, oh, they're not the same. They're they're different. Okay, so these have like this style of pickup, very similar to what you'd find in the Muses, right? Like they have the double coils with the poles on both, I guess. Whereas the Helios has the more traditional Gibson style pickups with the metal cover, and you only see the poles that are adjustable. So they are different. So the Helios I find dark. I find them a little dark, whereas the Cerberus pickups are really nice and punchy. You know what? With the body going up like this, you can just rest your elbow on top of that, and it's super comfortable to play. What the heck? I've been missing out. Stays in tune well. Let's try some overdrive. That's pretty cool. Neck. Middle. Higher gain. Wow. I don't know, guys. Some people are weird. I don't know why you'd buy this and send it back. You're not going to find anything better. For this price point, this is ridiculous. Here in Canada, I think these things are $359. They come out to just over $400, like taxes in, shipped to your door. And there's always specials on Amazon. So for $300-400, you know, neck through body, 24 3/4 inch scale, stays in tune, great pickups, really good electronics, cool body style, 6.6 pounds, balance is great, awesome fretwork. What are you gonna get? Like, this is crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna clean this thing up, put some new strings on it, kind of refile the nut, try to, you know, make sure they're not grabbing. These tuners are probably loose. They normally are, like the nuts that hold them down. And just gonna make sure everything is tickety-boo, and then I'm gonna sell it to someone who loves these things and can really, you know, rock out with one, because clearly I'm not that guy. But this is cool. It's super comfortable. Like, it's great. It's a neat design. If it looked a little bit more Telly-esque and I could just rest my arm on top and play, I think I'd keep it. Maybe I could cut the horns off. I don't know. I'd probably look a little weird. Anyway, these are cool, man. These are really cool. WESTCREEK, you hit this one out of the park again. You know, for a guy who's never been into the Gibson models, I am super impressed. Like, this stuff is great. You guys let me know what you think, but you know, I'm not a Gibson guy, but man, you need to get one of these and compare it to your Gibsons and your Epiphones, because I'd be hard pressed to believe that your brand name guitars are a whole lot better than this. You know, for the price difference, they should be, but I'd be hard pressed to believe that they're a whole lot better as far as fit and finish, you know, paint, just overall construction. These are great. Anyway, guys, WESTCREEK, Cerberus. 2 thumbs up from me. Really cool. You guys take care. God bless. See you later.